Well, it's time for another bag review. It's been a while, but anyway, keep you guys up to date on what's happening. I've had this Vito bag now for a year and a half. It's bigger than the last one, but it works really good. So let's jump right into it. Some additions is I bought this thing right here off of Amazon. Check this thing out. This thing is great when you're like doing dryers. You need to blow that crap away, or you're working on a dishwasher and you got a bunch of crap that come out on the floor and you don't want to pick that crap up. Just blow it back under the dishwasher. Whatever. 3-in-1 precision pen. They work pretty good. Added that. Of course, the old reliable oiler. Now I started using vacuum pump oil in these. It's just a better general oil. Added one of these. Just a stupid voltage checker. You know, if I don't want to drag out the regular voltmeter over here, I just use this. Of course, we've always got super glue, as we've talked in the earlier videos. You got to have it. What else we got? Yep, still got that. Damn it. Started carrying some of this silicone grease. Comes in handy. What else? Nothing down there. All right, I did get away from that old Milwaukee light. It just cost too much. I was having a problem losing those things. And I seen this light like on, what's that guy's channel? South Main Auto Repair. I think he was using these. These things are excellent. They last forever. And they're cheap. When you go to Amazon, when you're looking for these things, there is 2 different ones and 2 different prices. There's one that's like 45 or so, and there's one that's like 20. Get the one that's $20, exactly the same damn light, no difference. Save you some money on that deal. All right, let's move to the other side. What has changed over here? Not much. Still using this cloth tape, sometimes on wiring harnesses. Black. We got Teflon tape. Also added this GE lid lock that you can just cram down in there when you need to check the spin cycle. These are cheap. These are Amazon. You got a standard and metric. Yeah, I would say get these. Of course, we have the old reliable hammer. Hammer wire crimper. Same damn thing. Don't need no friggin' hammer when you got one of these. Need a blade. I've been sticking with these strippers right here forever. For what they are, they're easy to use. They stay sharp, no problema at all. And this is a cheap ass 90-degree attachment. You don't need to buy that high dollar stuff. Get this off of Amazon. They're like $7 and they work great. Of course, we always have to have this. Quarter, 5/16. I'll tell you later about what it actually is good for. Started carrying this. This thing is whatever. It's white paint. It's kind of it's got an end on it, and you push on this, and white paint comes out the end. Especially if you're working on something, and like a washer or dryer, and there's a lot of rust around somewhere. You want to make it a little bit nicer. Just pull that out, throw some white paint on it, good as gold. Harbor Freight. I use this thing quite a bit, especially when you're changing the diverter seal on Whirlpool dishwashers. You just reach down in there, grab that pup, and bring it out. Extensions. Yeah. Long. Now this is kind of a freaky thing. So I was in this lady's house a while back, and she had some renters in there that kind of destroyed the house. So I come in doing some things, and she says they left this bottle of something there on the counter. Do you want it? So I walked over there and looked at it, and it said exotic lubricant. I thought, what in the hell is this? So I started reading it, and it's pure silicone. So evidently, when you get your freak on, this is what you need. So I'm thinking, well, I can use that well. It's a great thing. Like when you've got door seals on a refrigerator that are kind of sticking on the hinge side, this stuff is the bomb. It's real thin. So you can put that silicone lube on that inner door seal, and it slides right in when you close the door. I've not found this anywhere else, so I guess if you want some of it, you gotta visit your freak store, whatever. All right, let's move on here. Where are we going next? I did change drivers. Makita. I was using this one, whatever this is, Milwaukee. It did okay for quite some time, but it took a little nosedive in the washing machine full of water and never really recovered. Yeah, try to put it in a hyperbaric chamber, like stick it in the sun. I didn't. I still got it. I don't even know why the hell I'm keeping it. This one, actually, I didn't know I was going to like it because I didn't know how it was going to work. But it does have a light. What the hell is the light? There's the light. Yeah. I didn't like it because when to put a bit in, you have to pull up on this. Kind of a pain in the ass, really. But in general, it's pretty good. And when the battery starts getting low, I could never figure out how am I supposed to know. Well, when you get low, when you're using it, the light will start flashing. Took a while to figure that one out. The last thing we want to do is read directions. Everybody knows that. It's okay. And these things here, these are just silicone deals that you put bits in. And I just took one of the screws loose that was holding the shell together, and just put that down through there and held that on there. It really is a pretty good little driver. It's okay. Still got the field piece. These things are bulletproof, but I am going to say this about any of your meters. You can buy these leads, Amazon, eBay. You can get them for like $10, but the deal is they won't last. You gotta spend the $20, $25, $30 for the good silicone leads. They last a long time, but those cheap ass plastic ones, nah, they're junk. All right. What else? Where am I? I'm going deep. These are just some of the screws. Whirlpool, high limit switches. Of course, you know, every appliance comes with extra screws just for you to take out, put in your bag. People don't know that. Over here, I have changed up quite a bit. I got to where I was losing these faster than I could cut them and grind them to make shorties out of them, like in previous videos. So I just left them alone now. They seem to work okay. Of course, we've always got hose pinchers. And I carry just a hacksaw blade. You don't need a regular hacksaw. You just grab the end of this with your vice grips and just cut it off. Cut off whatever you're trying to do. Marker. Back here, brush for condenser coils. You know, on appliances, you don't want to use this on AC because this ain't never going to work. Still using the same mini channel locks. Man, they work good for me. Still using, can't get that out of there. Regular 6-inch. Whoop, got my covered up there. Digging deep. Reamer. I take the handle off of it. It just takes more room than when I need to ream something. Vice grips on this end. Works like a champ. Husky. You know, I don't buy expensive cutters because they're going to wind up in the bottom of the washing machine or somewhere else. They rust. Not that I don't care. It's just, I don't care. Now these are actually pretty good needle nose. I don't even know who builds this, but I've had these for a while. Moving over, I bought one of these. I actually needed it on my truck to pull some push pins out, those plastic pins, and it worked so well I put it in the tool bag, and I use this thing a lot. I really do. Cheap ass flat blade screwdriver. Don't need that much anymore. Mini bit screwdriver. Yep. Kind of upgraded my magnet, because that other one I carried forever just didn't have the hump anymore. This will pick up anything. I've even dropped like my hammer / wire crimper behind a washer dryer. It picked it up. I'm cool. Still got just a regular old 1/4 inch, and then down there somewhere is my awl attachment that I put on there, where I can use an oil out of oil, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I have stepped up the game just a hair on thermometers. What I was using worked. But I went through so many things. This one, I like this one a lot. Not cheap. Wrong way. Just hold the button down. What the hell is wrong with this one? I like it. It's easy, cheap. No, easy and easy to use. Just go in there, look at the back of that freezer on that coil, hit it. You know, if it's minus 15, minus 20, you know your coil's good. There ain't no really point in sticking the thermometer in there and then waiting and waiting. Just shoot that coil cover and it's going to tell you what's going on with that evaporator coil. Now these are just things over 50, 51 years that you kind of get savvy to after a while. All right. Still got my tool, my bit super glued on there. This is just an old oiler that I've had forever. And this thing comes in handy a lot. So you're out on refrigerator with a drain pan, froze up. The outlets froze up. You don't want to take your happy ass back down to get the truck. In the truck, get, what the hell is that? What's up, bird? Huh. What are you doing? Oh. Okay. Well, some of us have ADD. And you just have to get over that. Anyway, fill this with warm water. Get a hold of that drain on that freezer and just thaw it out. You know, this you're going to have to learn. I can't tell you which ones it'll work on and which ones it won't, but whatever. Let's move over here and get you situated here. So these are the things that I keep. These are 2-in-1 spade terminals. If you need to jump something, Allen wrench. These are square bits. Guys, things are changing a lot, especially Frigidaire. You know, they've always had this thing about square drive screws in their washers and dryers. I don't know why they do that, but whatever. Definitely need to get you some of these and get some of them that have this smaller square drive, because you're going to run into that. Yeah, for sure. Always keep one of these. This is a dishwasher fitting on the control valve. If you need to change one out, you have a spare. Take the old valve home, put it on the vise, take the old one out, and keep it. Jumpers. I use jumpers a lot, from one end to the other. Tubing cutter. Little 6-inch tape measure. 6-inch. 6-foot tape measure. Customer wants to know, well, what size is my refrigerator when the bad compressor? They need to go buy a new refrigerator. You know, it's and then you're going to wait for them for an hour and a half to try and find a tape measure. Just keep something small, get them off your ass, get them a dimension, and go on down the road. Security Torx. I keep quite a few of these John Quest look-alike tubing connectors. They're okay. I haven't had one yet leak, and I've actually put them on high pressure, street pressure, just to see. They don't leak. Still using these, what the hell, what's the brand name of that? Wago connectors. I like them. What else we got down here? Refrigerator door hinge washers. Man, if you find them, keep them. Mainly just a bunch of connectors. I really try to stay away from wire nuts. These are in here because they come in a package for something. Not a big fan of wire nuts at all. Oh. So, what we got up here, Band-Aids. Because your ass is going to get cut and you're going to bleed like a pig. I do a lot of resorts where there's guests may be in there and they may not. I went on eBay and found something to kind of cover my ass. There's a roll of this stuff, repaired. So what I do, once I fix it and they're out doing whatever, instead of taking all the time to write a note down, I just pull one of these off, throw it on the damn refrigerator, whatever. They know I've been there. They know their shit's fixed. Good to go. What else? Sandpaper. Yeah. I use this a lot. Nice. You know, whatever I'm doing, I use. Yeah. I don't even know what I got back here on the back. Honestly. What the hell? Oh. Zip ties. Zip ties. There's an extra service order. What else? Oh, gloves. Don't try to use gloves. You know what drives me crazy, and I'm just going to be honest with you about it. I'm an old school dude. And you see these videos with these appliance guys, and I don't think they can take their ass away from the house without they throwing on the damn gloves to go do anything. Dude, get a set of nuts. Use gloves when you're like working on a nasty ass dishwasher. Other than that, I mean, what are you afraid of? I mean, I don't get that. I don't get that glove deal anymore. Is your hand so precious that you might get cut? Well, if that's what it is, you're in the wrong business. Kind of cool. But anyway, I got my opinions, that's for damn sure. Of course, you can do that when you get older. Well, anyway, the next video is going to be about the new service truck, two trucks from the last video. So the Nissan got hammered, TKO. The Mercedes I replaced it with, little mattress, junk. And as a preview, kind of went up a little bit in luxury. All right, guys, let's go over and check this friggin' chicken out. What's up, chicken? What are you doing over there? All right, Harold and the keys. I'm out.